Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We're also going to hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. But before we get started, in today's episode, we're out here in the beautiful nature doing some trail running. We got lots of ducks, some geese, having the time of their lives out here. All right, well, to get started, today is day 35. I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year this year. And today's day 35. I was going for a half marathon. I had everything planned out, and they actually had one of the trails blocked off that added to it. So now I got to do this loop a lot. But I'm still going for I think a half today, which should put me at 26.1 for the month and for the year. And for the year 2021, I challenged myself to run 1250. Last year I challenged myself 1,000. Was able to do that my first year trying to start running. So this year I stepped it up 250 more miles. And yeah, that's about it. Last month I had a fundraiser going for the American Cancer Society. Donations end on the 7th. We're $21 or $20 away from the $400 goal. And I ran the 100-mile challenge last month. I think I finished with 104 or something. And I decided this month to do another challenge of running 100 miles. And started another fundraiser for the Detroit Community Food Security Network. And it's a really good fundraiser. It's a local one. The money's going to go to help educate and help feed a lot of the black community in Detroit that needs help, and try to do healthier lifestyles through food and help them pursue careers within the food industry. So if you guys can donate to that, that'd be awesome. The goal right now is set just at 200. I donated yesterday. I donated 40. So if you guys can throw some donations in, that'd be awesome. I know it's a tough time right now. If you can't afford it, I understand. So if you can, please be sure to share that fundraiser on my Facebook. And just like the fundraiser from last month, this one's gonna run over into March a little bit, March 9th. Same amount of days as the last one. And besides it running over, this is a fundraiser through Facebook, and all donations go directly to the fundraiser. Facebook doesn't get any cut out of it, so that's something to also keep in mind. That's really cool. So if you want to donate and make a difference, please do that. If not, try to share it and keep the hope alive, and just keep spreading peace and love and good vibes. That being said, we can kind of kick into today's episode. I don't have a specific number for 35 or theme for it, so I want to talk about something that I changed in my mentality, and it's something I'm still working at changing. So I'm not, completely perfect and ready, and can say that I'm good at this. But it's something that I realized I was doing a lot of, and I needed to quit. And maybe it's just something that you might need to hear, because you're doing the same thing that I was doing and still do on occasions. All right, we got some people coming up, so give me a second. And we got a bridge crossing. So that being said, episode 35, its theme for today is excuses. I always found myself making excuses. Anytime anyone would, out of the kindness of their heart, be bold enough to tell me the truth, to try to help me, I had excuses of why I was doing the things my way. Telling myself I was to get in better shape, or I was going to do this or do that, and then not getting out there and doing it. Someone asked me, hey, why aren't you doing it? I have this excuse, I have that excuse. Excuses, well, yes, some of them can be valid at some points. Life happens, things happen, but when you start finding yourself validating any and every excuse to why you're not doing what you need to be doing to follow your dreams, what are you doing? You're only hurting yourself. That's something I had to find out, and I had to quit making excuses for why I wasn't trying, or making excuses for why I was able to go party that week, or whatever the case is. I had to drill into my mentality that no matter what the case is, once I start putting an excuse on it, I'm going to start falling down and following a dark path of making excuses up for every failure I come across. And instead of letting that failure sink in so I can get right back up and grind right back at it, I have the excuse. Oh, I would have been able to do that, but whatever happened. It's easy to point the finger and to make excuses and to tell yourself, hey, I screwed up. It's not easy. I said the exact opposite. It's not always easy to tell yourself you're screwed up and to quit making excuses and to get up off your butt. The hardest thing for me was to look in the mirror and tell myself ask myself, not even tell myself, ask myself, what's wrong? What am I making excuses for in my life that's holding me back? Excuses are holding you back. So quit making them. You have no reason for excuses. A little slower pace out here on the trails, but hey, it's all good. Got a cool little bridge right here. See if I can get you guys to see it. Yeah, that's basically it. Is anytime I start finding myself making excuses, I gotta fight that thing in my brain telling me, oh, here's this excuse. You don't have to do this. Especially now with running. Today, this week, I wanted to get a half marathon in. I wanted to get a trail running. Today, I almost made the excuse not to come out here. Got everything ready, put on my other running shoes. It's like, I'll just run a half marathon by my house. I'm not going to drive out and go to this nice little wooded area. For those wondering, I'm in Dearborn. And I try to make all these excuses of why maybe I shouldn't even do a half, and maybe I should just stay around the house because I got stuff I got to do But it's like, I also challenge myself to get out here and to be grinding. You know, I'm trying to get ready for these races and get ready for what life can throw at me. I need to be prepared. That's why I'm out here. I'm out here trying to get ready for life, because it's going to throw wrenches at me. So quit making excuses that are holding you back, because life's going to hit no matter if you want it to or not. One day it's going to hit. So you can either be ready for it or you can let it crumble you. My best advice is be ready for it. That being said, guys, I'm gonna get ready to close this episode out, but I want to give you a quick update too. I started the God Bod Challenge, and basically all that entails is running 33 miles a week and doing 33 push-ups and 33 sit-ups every day for 33 days. And I'm gonna see how my body transforms. So I'm going for that. That's why I'm putting in a big work day today. I filmed yesterday's. It was my second day doing the push-ups and sit-ups. I didn't film the first day, but I did film the second day, and I put it on the tail end of yesterday's episode, and I filmed today's, and I'm gonna put that onto the tail end of today's episode so you guys can see I am getting my push-ups and my sit-ups in, and you guys will see the mileage as well with my Strava posts. Other than that, guys, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I got this big hill I gotta climb right here. So I'm gonna give you guys your daily discipline for day 35. All right, day 35, guys. Daily discipline. Quit making excuses. You know, you're allowed a couple valid ones every once in a while. See this hill climb. You're allowed a couple valid excuses every once in a while, but try not to even fall for those ones, because you're gonna start getting on a trend, start making it a habit, and you're just only gonna make excuses for yourself. Quit making excuses today, especially for your daily discipline. Don't make any excuses. Get out there, bust your butt, and start grinding. Okay? I'm out here putting some trail work in, putting a half marathon in. You guys can get out there, get something in. Working out or working towards bettering your future, starting your business, or working on a project you've been waiting to do. Stop making excuses. Get at it. Get to it. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. This has been a fun journey. I plan to keep it going. If you guys get a chance, please subscribe and follow and share our Facebook page, our Instagram page, as well as our YouTube and whatever podcast platform you like to listen on. Please just share us on that and like us on that. Spotify, Apple, whatever the case. Give us a like, give us a review, and share it. I want to thank you guys for following along with me on this journey, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys stay disciplined. Get that daily discipline done today. Peace out. Day 3, February 4th. Bye-bye.